Hello everyone and welcome back to Think and Play. That's Hoi4 Kaiserreich mod. We're back in the Socialist Republic of Russia. Last episode we actually won our civil war, and it's a very easy civil war to win. It's literally just go over here, take Ekaterinburg. Close enough. Just take that city and it's done. In the process we also took over the Kuban region once again. And now we're pretty much just set to go and start on our merry way. But that means that we're going to need to do a lot of reorganization in this episode because we're no longer at war. So I think I'm just going to let it play in speed 1 as we do that, because that's pretty much no different than just being paused. But something is technically happening. So for here, I split it up. I got the Red Guard split it off with the Frankovskaya and the Britunskaya emigres in there. I figured they'll be a part of the Red Guard. Got the urban militia split off. So now it's just a question of what to do with the army. Well, first let's get off any cavalry. Now let's split it off one at a time based on what we need. I need, starting up here, I need troops to look after the border here with Finland, which appears to go up to the lake. I need troops to go up to the lake there. They won't have any support for a while. I need troops also up here that can go up from Petrograd over to that lake there. I need soldiers there for the Finnish front. I need troops now in a completely different area. I need troops to cover our border here. It's going to keep doing that so long as I keep doing that. I need troops here along this border. I need troops along the border with Hoi4. And I need troops along the border with Ukraine. Probably at least 2 army groups worth. One to go to Sumy, and then one to go around the whole. King of Finland has joined the Reichspakt. Yeah, who would have thought? They're afraid that I'm going to come over and retake the land that you took from me. But you had a non-aggression pact and military access. I couldn't have attacked them anyway because Justified War Goal isn't available until the Second World War starts anyway, the Second Weltkrieg. So that land's just going to have to be retaken some other time. In here, I need troops to go down to, from here down to there. Yes, please. And that's just in the west. Then I need some troops down here in this region. And I need some mountaineers for this job. Put that in another unit. I need some troops there. I need some troops here. I need another army with troops there, or a second army of this. And I need another force for Azerbaijan there. And another force just to hold this line here so we don't forget it. We can even put it back with this force. That's technically with the Ukraine. I'll call it the Ukraine in this instance. We're with the Russians here, where it's supposed to be rude. That'll do. Then, so that's everything for the west of Russia. Now I need troops for Alish Orda. I feel like this would be a great place to put almost all of my cav. I can break them off for not only Alish Orda, but also taking down the Turkestan, Khiva, and Bukhara. In fact, Red Army, Western Districts, something like that. You can have not only that, but this is getting a bit tight, ain't it? You can have an entirely new theater of war under Red Guard, but above Urban Militia. That seems about right. This can be Central Asia, yeah. You can have troops just take over that entire area for now. Then I need to go over to Mongolia, the East Asian region. I need some troops for that. I need at least 3 for the different countries that we have over here. New theater, East Asia, Asia, There. There. Put him in a unit. Put him in a unit. Put him in a unit. I need 1 unit. I need 1 unit to look after Mongolia. I need 1 unit to look after Fengtian. And 1 to look after Transamore. Seems about right. Oh, I'm paused. After I just made a point about not wanting to be paused. It's just such a nice force of habit, ain't it? In here, yep, these guys are all together now. Put them all together. I have too much for this airbase, but that's fine. Well, let's see. We can split this up. No, down to 300. You can split up to 50. And you down to 100. You cut down twice. Duplicate air wings. No, split in half. Duplicate 1. Now we got 50. Yeah. You all need to just hold here and do that. Thank you. Back to regions. As we split up, okay. I need my tanks and this unit to split off entirely. Not entirely sure where I want to send them. I can send them to different areas. I can send them to different units. Let's start with up here. You are going to have the worst winter attrition. You need your winter general, that guy, Andrei Vazov. You need just a guy. Dukachenko, unable to promote. I need more CP. Ho ho ho. Let's see. Yegorov, you were a part of the the immigrants. You can join. You can join. This was for the Navy side of things. It can just get oil refinery for now. Navy can just hold back. I'm going through so many colors. Yeah, I've never seen this shade of turquoise before. I'm going through so many. Yeah, this army is supposed to be like the main army, but that will be under this army group 1. Fair point. Put all those troops into there. Army group, Army 1, First Army. You're not actually real. Clutch McGee's playing Hearts of Iron 4. Good for him. In here, let's split up some of these troops first. I know I want some of these troops over in the Mongolian front because there's a lot of mountains out there. We might get into a conflict. I want troops manning the borders here. Absolutely. This seems like the most possible line of attack. Get joined there and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You split out among these units. Hey. What'd you do? You were part of this army. Now figure it out. There you go. Join there. You can have forces. You're just splitting things up at this point. I want 3 divisions out to Central Asia. You know, Central Asia is probably the actual point where we'll have the most. So I'll have 12 divisions to Central Asia. I want to split these up there, and then, you go there. Come on, join that force. You two join this army. You two join this army. Something like that. We're not going to have a whole lot here, are we? You join your forces. You legitimately don't have anything to do yet. I wouldn't want to send you to Alashorda because they don't have any sort of roadways. Could put troops here. I think a good place for this army under Konev would be up here on this front. I feel like that would be a good place for you. That is this army. You get a lot of troops. You're the first army group. You're technically the real army. You're the second army group. Well, third, technically. This is group 5. This is army group 2 because it's the Red Guard. You troops just go there. Chill out. Central Asian forces. You need a nice cavalry commander. You can have Gorbatov. And a single general for now. No field marshal. Out here in the far east, far east, I'm thinking you guys are going to hang out there. But we also have here This and the Feng Tian will be under Zhukov. In fact, the whole unit might be under Zhukov. Nanjing and Anjing click. I do want to support the left Kuomintang, but we need to get ourselves ready first. Over here. Let's see, I think the invasion... I want to promote you first and foremost, so we're not going to worry about you. I'm just going to go down the line here. Under you. You can have a harsh leader. You can have you. I would like to keep you around for maybe some paratroopers, if we get around to it. And now I'm starting to run out of generals. Let's see, Besnan. And you're a cavalry commander. East Asia is where we have all the cavalry commanders at the moment. We might want to split them up into 2 groups. One to go here and one to go here. We'll figure it out as we go. But you can have that guy, and we'll leave somebody open. That seems fine. I keep saying I want to leave it running, but not really. And I keep forgetting to actually do that. I have no ships of any kind, and now we can let things run again. Yes. Let our troops disperse out. We'll still have these troops in reserve. We'll still have you troops in reserve under the Red Guard inside of Moscow and Petrograd. I think that'll be fine. In here, we can improve workers' conditions. We can... That would help with our stability. And Jesus Christ, we could use some stability. Help workers' conditions is weekly stability, political power gain down, weekly stability up, factory output. Good to always do that pretty early on, especially when our stability is at 4%. Now here, the thing I can do more than anything to help out is I can start a Lend-Lease with them, because I have a lot, I'm not sure if you know this, but I have 54,000 rifles just sitting around. So we can send them, let's say, 5,000 rifles? That should be more than enough. I don't want to get involved yet. But I can send that to you. I could send air volunteers. I'm not too worried about those. Those come back when you're done. Just the problem of my volunteers aren't very good, and I don't have a lot of reserves on them, do I? Zhenoku in Bulgaria. Good for them. Or sad to hear that? I don't know. In here. Let's see. One of the commanders I was looking to promote. Yep, there we go. Promote Tukhachevsky. Now let's see, you get rid of your position. Tukhachevsky will take over the Leningrad military district. You can have, you know what, you can have Central Asia. How about that? Mr. Vasily Blucher? It's almost like Blucher, but not. The Cheka is finished. Nice, nice. I kind of want to continue doing things, but we can localize training. Pretty important when you have so many potential. You have a lot of potential for factories. I had it set up for 2 for every 20, so I don't know why I'm only getting 2. It was 1. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I did 1 agent for every 20 factories. Maybe it's civilian, because that would make sense. I have 50 civilian factories. War effort bypassed. The generals join the revolution. Welcome, comrades. Filevsky, Shepanov, Vatutin, Gorev, and Helmet commands is Boris Shepnikov, and Gurov. Yeah, so we got more generals. An important thing to have happen. Did I get a field marshal? I did not. But apparently I got some new generals. We got Belsky, Shepnikov. Another Vatutin is another wintry guy. Perhaps he would be good up here. In command of these forces in the not Leningrad, it's Petrograd region. Central Asia, you're chilling. You guys could use some new commanders. Anyone who's good at reckless career officer, inflexible. Right. You can go out there. I've not done anything with you yet. I could split up this army into some smaller armies. We'll just hold off on that for now. I know this force needs some commanders. You can get Shepnikov, and maybe I could even just put more under his command. Like maybe this force here could be under his command. And they can be two armies in 2 different locations. What are you doing over here? Oh, right, you were part of that army. Right, well, that's that. War effort's done, which means now this is chaotic revolution stays because we didn't get to it in time. Oopsies, oh well, rebuild the country, that'll be better. Anyway, get rid of that. Let's take a look at our strategic air focus. Okay, that's good enough. Polish military seizes control. Ooh. Now you. If I were to send air volunteers, nothing else but just some air force to help you out. I don't want to send in too much. I could send in 20 planes. Okay, well, to make that actually count, worth something, I could send in 20 of these. Something like that. Nope. Something like that. Yeah, I could send in 20 of these fighters. Wait, those are strategic bombers. I don't want to send those in. I could send in... If I were to cut this in half and cut you down, cut you in half. I could then resize this by 20 and send some bombers over. I feel like that would help out the war effort, probably better than anything else. In the Dong Dong Peninsula, in the Diggity Dang Jehoshaphat area. As for us here, I know we have problems, so we need to split this off. Why am I... Oh, I said here instead of in Moscow. Yeah, everybody go back to Moscow and chill there instead. You increase yourself by 15, do it. Yep, there we go. Revolutionaries. Revolutionaries take over Mongolia. Hey, yo. Yeah, just social democrats, though. Not that exciting. There's a coup d'etat in Siam. So you guys can come over and chill once you get there. Now then, military and army stuff. You, I want some concentrated industry from you. As for you, army focus. Army focus. Extra research speed, perhaps. Anti-tank guns, perhaps. I kind of want to research that. Would it be better to research? Research? Yes, absolutely, 100%. But that's not what I'm doing here. Archangelisk, you can do that. So now we got some supply up there. You guys are not doing the best. The Finnish forces, on the other hand, are doing horrible. So that's something good. I just need to rebuild my country first and foremost. We got ourselves some localized training centers. And we got ourselves... Oh, there we go. I have 6 possible. Now let's see. We got steel blueprint training. Absolutely, I want that military background for infiltrations. I want this woman first, because I do want to steal some military tech and other things like it. But when we have some more agents and when we come in here, do some recruitment in Europe, it costs political power. Oh, it hasn't gone into effect yet. Give it a second. It hasn't gone into effect yet. Don't you mind that. Restoring control of the Northern Caucasus. Sus. After the reunification of the Don Kuban with Russia, our government faced the problem of integration with the eastern mountainous districts of the former Cossack state. During the 1920s and early 1930s, Ataman Krasnov supported the Terra Cossack host, which consisted of many Russians, Ossetians, and other Christian nations, who kept part of the Caucasus under Yekaterinodor's order. We have currently deployed the Russian army to the region, but it is temporary measure. Most will plans of reconstruction and pacification in the region. Put it under civilian Russians, put it under Krasnov's policy in the Terra Coast, or keep it under military control. Well, military control or put the region under local civilian Russians. But they are Russian specifically, so I think local civilians seem fine. We're not trying to be a conquering horde in our own nation. In here, you guys don't like being there, so why are you, is the main question I would have. You could go anywhere and yet you choose to be here. Go over there, go over there, go over here. Go over to areas of which there actually supply. Don't be weird. Don't be dumb. Don't be a dummy head. And that's a fact. Over here, how are things going? We seem to be doing well. The fall of the Kingdom of Finland. Found in the ashes of the Russian Empire, the Kingdom of Finland has remained since the end of the Great War, the nation thoroughly entrenched in German sphere, it appears. Now that was meant to last in the wake of Black Monday, the Finnish government has thrown into chaos, political violence spiraling out of control, unable to maintain itself. The regime finally collapsed. Huh. The machine collapsed, and they're not in the Reichspakt anymore. Hey. Now, do I have any ability to attack them? I would like that. It's under Mannerheim. Good, so they left that coalition. You only have 5 divisions, but your main job, just take back the territories we lost. Your main job is actually to push in here. I don't really like how this lake splits things up. And your main job is absolutely just rush Helsinki. That is your job. That's what you do. You're under this guy. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Listen to him. He's cool. He's Kjell. He's Kjell. Conflict in the party. The party has come divided between 3 factions, one led by Bukharin and Rykov, one led by Kollontai and Shipkov, and one by Radek. The first chairman of the path to socialism is a snail's pace, with cautious industrialization prevents the creation of a massive state bureaucracy, as well as wanting to preserve the Shimka at all costs and wanting to bridge the general urban-rural divide in the country. The syndicalist faction promotes the unions managing the economy, seeing them as the best way to give workers a voice in the economy and the nation. They are very opposed to the perceived influence of the peasants and thus want to break up the Shimka strongly, supporting the further workerization of the party. And the last but not least, the faction led by Radek supports the idea of primitive socialist accumulation, which is the extract the peasant surplus value and to use it to develop the productive forces in the transition to make Russia ready for socialism, which is best developed in the mind of the 5-year plan. So, continue with our Radical Socialist Party. We can have Nikolai Bukharin, Radical Socialist here at the peasantry, supported that wins the day. And that would be what party? Radical Socialists, the Syndicalists, Rad Sox, Syndicalists, or Kollontai, a different form of a feminist syndicalist, or Radek, which gives us totalism. Of course I want to play as totalism, because that's just more fun under Radek. Of course, I'm trying to reform the Soviet Union. You think I'm not going to play as Radek? Invalid ideological loyalty replaced. No! Unfortunately, didn't work. Oh, cancel. Now we have quick improvisation. Fair enough. I'm surprised that ideological loyalty doesn't work for the Totalists. The Communisti Nanadano of Zemzi Front. It's just a communist party. That's why I want to play it. Explicitly the reason why I want to play as the Totalists. Because they're literally the communists. Ireland has joined the Reichspakt. Good for them. United Click falls in the Civil War. How you guys doing? You seem to be okay. You're living life. You have bomber support. I could really use some more fighters, though, because then I could send them over to them, and they'll be chill. But I don't have enough fighters, so that's another thing. Production. Our production lines were entirely revolved around the idea that we were fighting a war. And we're not really fighting a war anymore, are we? So that's fine. In here, we got Rebuild the Country going on. Strong. Union Syndicalista. The Syndicalist Union has won there. You just straight over to the other side of the country, please and thank you. That's the main goal. That's the main goal, is to blow up and act like you don't know nobody. Indeed. Doctrines available. Obviously, I want to take that doctrine, the mass assault doctrine, but I want to keep some points around. We can get another operative. The operatives from last time didn't stick around. Reckless or well-groomed. Control trade, diplomatic pressure, reckless, operation effectiveness, but risk goes up. Oh, you might as well. I might kick you out later, but you might as well. In here, make sure we keep this up. We got the localized departments. We need some passive defense. We need just about everything. Just keep going with that. Japanese operative captured. Nice. We'll make her talk. See, we know that they're in here because I've allowed for every country to have up to like 20 spies, so yes, they're going to be here. Now in here, we can either do Revolutionary Vanguard or Spread the Revolution. At least 200 manpower, 500,000 manpower divisions. Focus. I think this is definitely something we would want to do. Spread the revolution decisions. We can get started on that early and often. I think we've more or less, you know, Permanent East Asia. Ah, hello there. Because you're still chilling down there. You, Indo-Chinese Union, I will absolutely send you a lend-lease of some guns. Once, how about 1,000? Because they pretty well usually win. I'm not entirely sure. I did buff German Empire, but not the Reichspakt in general. In here, let's see. This is Air Force training now. Well, I want you to get that. For reasons. I forgot I can get a non-aggression pact with you. I would like to get a non-aggression pact with you. I'm not going to send Indo-Chinese Union any help because I'm pretty sure they can do it by themselves, and also because for roleplay reasons I think it would be a bit too much to directly fight against the Germans right away. You know, seems a bit much, but I do have my guard around in case I need it. They can actually start getting ready. Now, I can, since it's gone, I can actually start doing some changes to my divisions. Like, I don't exactly like how this division is templated. I don't really want to change it too much right yet, because I don't have a lot of surplus of anything. Let's see, what's this? We got Cautious. And I'm getting political power very slowly. Spring Revolution, comment, and stability. It's because I have low stability. Seducer, infiltration risks, military background. I like that. I like that about you. I think something we can do then, well, not actually yet, because I don't have blueprint stealing unlocked yet, but we'll hold off. I'll go into Germany and I'll steal the pants off of Santa. Jian has declared war on something or other. That's sad or that's great, I don't know. I'm sorry or congratulations, whichever. In here, still not enough. Also, why are we building such tiny planes? Why is the IL-16 so tiny? Is that what we're building? No, we're building IL-17s. Oh, they're filtering in first, which results in the other ones not having as much. Okay, good to know. Boom. We'll continue on then. Spread the revolution. Enemy agent turned. Nice. So, in 15 days I could recruit her, and then we can go start getting things in Japan. Because Japan seems to really want to infiltrate us for some reason. The left, with our bombing support, they seem to be doing pretty well. Begin the Latinization of our language. Flanders has joined the Reichspakt. You can split in half. Half of you can go over to the lower Yangtze region and bomb support there. And here, secure Central Asia. Not yet, buddy. Not yet. Revolutionary Vanguard, please. Please and thank you. I could also start making new units. That is also true, but I kind of want to change what they are. And also, there's this second problem. I don't know what the word for reserve is in Russian, but reserve. Put that in there. Boom. Update that, and that can be a division now. All these can be reservist divisions just so that they don't conflict and I can actually change things around. Reserve. Does it actually matter? Nope. In fact, it doesn't even matter if I add it or not. This one is so long, I don't know if I'll be able to add all the reserve in there. Reserve. Good, it actually did work. Rename. Reserve Motorstreltsky Division. I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about Reserve Tank Division. Although, really, I want to take this word here. Kavlerskaya. Oop. Division. Control C. And I want to... Let's see. This division can just go away entirely. I want to make this one... This one will be the cavalry tank division, because that's pretty fair. They go 10 kilometers an hour. That's very fast for this game. You, double check, you have garrison divisions on. Militia divisions? Krasnaya got it. Really? Okay. Okay, my militia is the Red Guard. Go away then. You can be garrison division. No, you will be the Krasnaya Gardvia for guard divisions. Indeed. Good, good, that works. Which, what does that leave for actual militia? Garrison is Progenshiknaya. I don't know what that is. Tank Corps? Tankus Corpus? Tank Division? Motor Rifle Division? Motor Streltsky? Paratroopers? Rifle Divisions? Mountain Rifle Divisions? Militia? Cavalry? Marines? Okay, Garrison will just have to do for you. Sad, but it'll just have to do, because you'll be the PogChamp divisions all your life. Fair enough, fair enough. East Turkestan, Kumal, Jiang, yep. Indochina's doing great. Let's see. How's your... Did I already send you that through the Lend-Lease? What about you? Start Lend-Lease. Did that already go through? Did it not go through at all? I don't know. You getting the Lend-Lease? I'm gonna have to double check that I clicked that properly. I don't remember if I did or not. Oh well. Oh well, we're at the end of the episode anyway, right? Yeah, just double checking that my audio isn't completely fucked. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next episode then. Bye bye!